In these videos and in the following next videos, we will solve some programming problems which require the knowledge from the previous exercises, the previous videos, where we got familiar with the data structures, with the control flows in Python. We will solve the tasks here in Google Colab. This notebook will be available to you to run it by yourself. For some of the tasks, we'll have to consider and we'll have to design the algorithm first before solving it. Also, for some of the tasks that we'll be solving in the next videos, we'll first go with the most intuitive solution, but usually that most intuitive solution will be the longest in lines of code. So therefore, afterwards we will redesign the solution and make it shorter, make it nicer, and make it much more into a much more readable code. The first task for today is we have some given amount of money. In this case, the money is represented in Macedonian denars. And what we would like to do is we would like to print the number of bills and coins that are necessary in order to get that amount of money. For example, if we have 1,583 denars, we'll need one bill of 1,000, one bill of 500 denars, one bill of 50 denars, and one bill of sorry, three bills of 10 denars, one coin of 2 denars, and one coin of 1 denar. In that way, we can collect the wanted amount of money. So first of all, in this task, I will just write a comment over here, or I will add text. So this would be way one, first way. There it is. In this part, let's see how can we calculate first if we want to get the 500 the 5,000 bills. To achieve that, we will have to divide actually this amount, but let's first start with reading the amount. If we want to read something from standard input or the keyboard, we'll have to use the function input. So for example, we'll have a variable named amount where we will put that amount from standard input, something like this. It will just need time to connect uh, to the engine. Here it is. So let's say we have 1,583 denars. And now if we print the value of amount, it would be the one that we have already entered from standard input. So let's first solve it. How can we determine if how many bills we need for 5,000 denars? For example, if the amount was 6,800 and something, we would definitely need one bill. How can we get that result? Just by simply dividing the amount, with the value of the bill. For example, that would be something like this: amount divided with 5,000. Of course, this division, another issue that has come is that the variable, when you read a variable from the standard input, it's treated as a string. So we should cast it into integer so that we can perform mathematical operations over it. Here is it. Now, if we divide the values, we'll get 1.3666. In our case, we are not interested in the decimal part of this result, so we will actually cast the whole division into integer. And this is the way that we will get how many bills of 5,000 denars do we need. After getting that, for example, if we have 6,833 denars, what we will have to do is from that amount, we'll have to subtract the number of bills that we have used times 5,000. In our case, it's only one bill, so we will subtract from here just 1 times 5,000, and we'll have left 1,833. So the amount should be decreased. So this would be the, let's say, number of bills variable, and the amount should be subtracted by number of bills variable times the value of the bill, in our case just 500. And we should also print the number of bills, but let's keep the same format as here. So I will make this into a formatted string interpolation we'll use over here. So I'll just paste the output that I want. In the place of the 0, I'm going to put this number of bills variable. This would be 500, and that's it. Let's also print the amount again after we subtract the used bills from the general amount. So let's repeat everything from here. So 6,833. Let's print it now. We have a syntax error somewhere. Actually, it's F, sorry. So yeah, so we used only one bill of 5,000, and then we have of 5,000, then we have left 1,833 dinars. Then we should proceed the following way. We should proceed in the following way with the other, actually with the other bills. So here we'll have the bill of 1,000 dinars, and we'll print this, and also we'll subtract this. Then we have the 500s. Then we have the 100 banner bills. Just delete the 0 from here. Then we have the 50 banners. Then we have the 10. So just delete two zeros from everywhere here. Then we have the 5 banners. Then we have the 2. And at the end we have the 1, but for the 1 we can actually just leave it as it is, or we can just divide with 1. It doesn't matter at all. So let's repeat the whole process. Let's enter some bigger amount, for example 70,456. Okay, that is the amount, and let's see which bills can we use in order to get this amount. So of course it would be 3 bills of 5,000. Then we have 2 bills of 1,000. Then we have 4 bills of 100s. So that's 70,400 so far. Then we have the bill of 50, one coin of 5 dinars, and one coin of 1 dinar. And that is how we get everything over here. As we can see, this whole solution, it's correct definitely, but this whole solution has a lot of repetitive steps in it. Everything is pretty much repetitive. So we'll now improve this solution into a better solution with the help of some data structures that exist in Pythons, or to be more precise, we'll use the list. What we will do actually is we will put all of the possible bill values into a list. They will be sorted in descending order, and we will iterate that list with a loop, and we'll do everything that we have done here so far. We'll do it into the loop. So over here we'll do it on the second way, where the values of the bills and the coins will be stored into a list. We will have we'll have a list bill values, and in that list we'll have the values of all of the bills. So we'll start from the largest and then move towards the smallest coin actually. So 100, 50, 10, 5, 2, 1. Let's make it a bit different than the previous solution. So let's also add the 2000 dinar bills, for example. And what we will do now, we will write a loop. we'll read the amount variable from standard input again. I'll just copy it from here. So for each bill value in the list bill values, we will do just the thing that we did here manually. So I will just copy all of this and reutilize it here in this loop. When you're writing loops, you must be carefully to have the correct indent over here. So everything that's inside in the loop should be indented with one tab space or two spaces. So the number of bills now for the corresponding bill value, for example, 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, etc., etc., will be calculated as the integer part of the division of the amount with the bill value. And now we will change also this printing statement over here. We will print number of bills times the value of the bill. So this should be a variable, bill value. And also here in the subtraction of the used amount from the general amount, instead of this constant value of 5,000, we'll have the variable part with the bill value. And let's see if our solution is correct. So let's add again some amount like here. And here it is, three bills of 5,000. Then we'll be left with 2,456. Then we'll use one bill of 2,000. We'll be left with 456. Four bills of 100. We'll be left with 56 only. One bill of 50. We'll be left only with six. One coin of five. We'll be left with only one dinar, and that would be this last coin. We can make this even a better general solution that would work with all kind of bill values. For example, these are only the bill values that we use in Macedonia. For example, if you want to solve this task with the bill values that are represented in the United States, the US dollars, what we'll have to change in that way. So let me add one more. Third way. Uh, we also read the bill and coins values from for the currency. So what we'll do, we'll have to change a bit our output, our input over here. Besides reading the amount, we'll have to read some number n, which will represent how many bills does this currency has. For example, in this case, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we should input 10 as a number. And then with the help of this n value, so we can do it, we can do this, we can, we need this bill values list. We can initialize it to an empty list, and then with a for loop that will be in the range from 0 to n. So this is an exclusive range. It won't go till n, it will go till n minus 1. So it will repeat n times exactly. We can read some variable. For example, let's name it bill value. We'll read it as this. And then we will append that bill value into the bill values list, for example. Let's see how this works. Let's just print the bill values at the end of this. So let's give it a try. The amount would be something random. We don't care much of it. And let's say we have 5 bills. So 1,000, 500, 200, 150. So we have entered 10 integer numbers. And here is the list. This is one way to do it. The other way to do this is with list comprehension. So we can directly initialize the list bill values with the help of the list comprehension. In the list comprehension, we will just have to write first. We'll have a for loop that would be it would be the same for loop that we had actually over here. And in front of the for loop, we have to specify what would be the value that would be put in the list for each I of the for loop. In our case, the value that we want to put on each ith position in the list is this actually. We want to read a number, convert it into an integer, and save it on the corresponding position. Let's give it a try if it's still working. So just a random amount. Let's go with three bill values. So 1,000, 500, 100. And here it is, it's working. So this one is much shorter, but for example, I think that this one is much more readable. So it's up to you which one will you use. After having the bill values, we will just simply copy this code from here that we already showed that it's working. We'll just copy it and have it executed with the dynamically read bill values list. So let's give it a try now with the whole code in one place. So let's say let's have 1234 1234. Let's say we'll have, I don't know, 7 bills. Okay, 100, 50, 20, 10, 5, 1 should have entered, for example, 6 maybe. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, let's rerun it again with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 100, 50, 20, 10, 5, 1. And here it is. For this amount, we'll need 12 $100 bills, one $20 bill, one $10 bill, and 4 bills of $1.